What up? It's 7:30 a.m. local time. We just got in from North Carolina last night at 3 a.m. 3:30. We were supposed to be here at base camp at 12:30, but locked gate, so we had to fight around on Onyx to find access, and we finally made it to bear camp. And they're still sleeping. I think he went to bed at it's Junior and Randall. I think Randall went to bed at 4:30, maybe at 5. So he hasn't been out that long. I'm debating on waking these guys up. But I woke up because I had to go to the bathroom. And bam! I didn't even look for the other side yet. I literally just got my boots on. I was in Crocs over there stomping around. Going number 2 and found that bad boy. Anyway, I just want to share that with you. And let's go bear hunting. Alright, that's Junior. That's Randall. We are loaded down and headed up to that knob. A mile in. Gotta go about another mile. Seen 8 or 9 piles of poop just on the walk. It's going good. Beautiful. That's pile number 13. We're at our 2-mile marker. Now we gotta crest that saddle, side hill it to our chosen glassing spot / camp. We got about 60 pounds apiece. Even that little one in the back, he only weighs 125, maybe 140, so he's hanging tough. Water. Stop in the glass. Anybody see a bear? Base camp. We'll get the TP set up, and I think it's about time for lunch and rest these legs a little bit. How you doing, buddy?
Good.
What are we doing, RJ?
Looking for some water to filter for our camelbacks.
What did we just get done doing?
Scouting for bears, looking for bears.
And eating lunch?
And eating lunch, yeah.
Now we gotta act like billy goats.
That's a big freaking tree. Look at that. Elk have just been tearing this up. That one's a repeat offender every year. That one's ripped off down there. You get in here and thrash it. Found water. Now we just need to find a bear. I think we're about to get rained on. We're not too terribly far from camp, but we got to go around and then back up. And they got a whole nother camelback to fill up, so we'll see. Getting wet and rock climbing. Sorry about the shakiness. That was he was about at 1,200 yards, and he has a 6x6. And then on one side, he for sure had a little extra that was enough to be considered a point. But he was a 6x6 with some extra junk, and dude was a frickin' stud. We got about 1 hour of light left. I was hoping something come weaving through these rocks, trying to pick up on these berries, but nothing's happened. But TP's holding up well. Beautiful, beautiful sunset. Maybe if something will step out close. If not, see you tomorrow. Just up here glassing this morning, day 2. Haven't seen anything yet. Slept like shit last night. My monster. We kept rotating in my sleeping bag like a rotisserie chicken. We stayed dry, but just couldn't get fucking comfortable. I just kept rotating, waking up and sleeping. We're gonna wait and see what else pops out for the rest of the morning because it's still really early. And then I think we're gonna pack up very light rucks and go to the berry field. Sorry, I'm still trying to wake up. Heading to the berry fields. Also looking for water. Our camp is not on this knob, but the knob over. Following elk trails.
Ooh, 2 feet by that junction.
Yeah, that scared the crap out of me.
Big old rattler snake. So it was about a 4-foot rattlesnake. My buddies killed a bear off these hills, so we're gonna sit here, eat lunch and glass. Camp's about a mile that way, just past that center rock. And this is the canyon I was looking in a lot last night. So, just gonna sit here and refer to my buddy's notes and reflect. That rattlesnake was about 4 feet long. Pretty big rattler. Basically just bouncing around glassing. And it is so cool, calm, and quiet in this canyon. It's so grassy. I can feel the breeze just hitting my face. This looks like a good canyon to kill something in. We were originally going to go to the berry fields, but that sounds like a tomorrow thing. More rain. It's light though. Super light. Good rain gear is always worth the price. Well, it finally stopped raining, and the other two headed back to camp about a mile that way because they were soaked. My feet are a little wet, that's about it. We're just waiting for something to show up. It started raining again, so I crawled underneath this pine tree. Fucking wet, not really. Not exactly. I'm mostly dry. But I'm starting to get cold. We got, I think, about 5 hours left. Shooting light, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. I'm not that far from camp, only about a mile. I think it'll probably take me about 25 minutes to do. But this rain can stop. Get the sun out here for a little bit, dry me out, warm me up. Just random one. Oh boy, that looks like war. That looks bad. When it started raining really hard, I decided to crawl up underneath this tree. And I threw my backpack up underneath that tree. It was wet, but it started to dry off, and I don't think it got any more wet. It was still dry dirt underneath that tree. I'll try and stick it out, but it's 66 degrees. It just got done raining for off and on for 2 hours, and now the breeze is kicking up. I'm not exactly dry, and I'm not exactly warm. And I thought I packed my long sleeve to go underneath to wear as another layer, but apparently I did not. The other guys texted me on the inReach and said they're back at camp. Hopefully something steps out and this is worth it. About 2 hours left to light. I think I'm just gonna hunt my way back to camp. I'm pretty cold, but I don't know. I might be kicking myself for this. My sleeping bag sounds pretty freaking good right now. I know bears will move in this stuff though, but I haven't seen anything. No elk, no deer, not a rabbit, nothing. So maybe they're bedded down and I should go too. The big rock of glassing. Just kind of got everything drying out this morning. For whatever reason, mosquitoes are pretty bad and the flies are pretty bad this morning. It was super windy last night. Like, I got a lot of sleep, but I kept waking up and rolling over. And I also noticed, for whatever reason, like, I can't breathe enough air through my mouth, or excuse me, through my nose. So I end up normally closing my mouth, and then because we're at such high elevation, and I'm coming from North Carolina, which is like 800 feet elevation, I'll, like 2 or 3 buffs later, I'll kind of wake up and going trying to catch my breath because I involuntarily close my mouth, and so I keep waking up 5 or 6 times a night because of that. So it's just whatever. That was this. I packed this in here about 3.5 miles. I don't go anywhere without it. Anyway, I'm gonna go right there and glass all of that, and these boys are gonna get up and go right over there, over top that ridge. Series of finger draws, and everything's max a 400-yard shot, and we're just gonna sit till 2 or 3 in the afternoon, and then probably go back to the truck today, eat some real food, and then get some more food to bring back in, and maybe crack a cold one. We'll see. But right now, just trying to dry everything out. $420 yards. I think he's that same big 6x6, that big 6x6 that I saw yesterday. But that is a very killable elk. But it's not elk season, and I'll have a tag. might have a bear down, boys. We might have a bear down. They just shot twice. Okay. Hopefully they got it. 3 shots. Back to back to back. So the kid's texting me. He for sure, so he shot 3 times. He said it for sure jumped on the second shot. And then not sure if the third shot hit it or not. But the first and second shot felt good and stable. It was a 100-yard shot. And it ran into a patch of trees and they haven't seen it. So that was about 5 minutes ago, about 10:15 in the morning. So whoever tells you can't kill bears in the morning. So it's a chocolate phase. So I guess I better go get my pack and meander on over that way and see what we see. Alright, kid, talk me through it.
We saw a chocolate walking down, and I was trying to get set up to shoot him while he was walking down, but I couldn't get set up in time. And we waited about a couple minutes, and then he popped out right over there, and I was able to. He was going up the ridge. I was able to get set up. I took the first shot. The first shot looked good and felt good, and then the second shot, he jumped a little bit, and then he walked back into that pile of trees right there, and I was able to see him again, and I took a third shot, and I'm not sure about the third shot though.
Did it feel good? Did it feel ugly?
It felt good. All of them felt good.
First shot sounded good.
What distance?
100
yards, man.
Alright, well, let's go see if we can find a wounded bear nice and slow. Alright. Where's he at?
See the opening?
Yeah. Is that brown thing right in the open? Yeah, it looks like a bear. What is it? This is the second full day of hunting?
Yeah.
We got a bear down? Yeah. I told you just had to be patient. Look at that. You suffered yesterday because you're going to kill one today. Who sucked the most yesterday? You did. You were soaking wet. Your boots are still wet. You went and crawled in your sleeping bag and went to bed. Right? You were sucking the most, so you got rewarded first. All right, so let's...
Good shooting, man. Good shooting.
I think that first shot was at, 10:15? So how long has it been?
30 minutes.
All right.
You made it over here real fast.
Yeah. That's a nice chocolate bear. That's a pretty decent sized bear too.
That's big.
How do you want to get this thing out?
We'll drag him down here to this valley. Me and your dad are actually going to go drink beer in camp. You got this, right? I was told I wouldn't have to help. And we'll drag him down to this flat right down here. Get some photos. That's bigger than my first bear and my second bear.
Push the second bullet down. Pull the bolt back. No.
Alright, we're all skimmed, caped, and quartered. Getting ready to load packs. And then we got to camp. Well, we beat the rain. Oh my God. That's a win. Bear down, got it hung up in the tree, threw our packs in the tent, and then it just started coming down. I'll take that. That's the second win today, baby. We got the meat hung up, and then we got hit by this rainstorm, but we've had this poncho here doing a makeshift rain catch, and we finally this is about a gallon bag, so we finally, after the third rainstorm, finally got it figured out. But Today's just going awesome. We're getting ready to hike back. We might do some glassing before we start hiking. Now the rainstorm's over, just see what stepped out. But looking for bear number 2. First back out, heading back down to the truck. Dad's got the head and the cape. Junior's got the meat. I got the trash. And we'll see how we look in 3 miles.
Made pack out, boys.
Okay, so I'm heading back up to base camp, or spike camp, whatever you want to call it. They're gonna take his bear in the freezer into town, and they found a place locally that'll let them plug it in and leave it. And then they should be hiking up around noon. It's like 8 in the morning right now, so hopefully that's successful and everything goes all right. But I got about a 2-mile hike ahead of me, and I need to double check, but I think about 1,200 feet in elevation gain. Back up on the glassing rock. It took me about an hour and a half to get into camp. I think they're just now getting to the road. But up here, and my shirt's wet from hiking in, and then I got like a 15-mile-an-hour cross breeze, and it's actually kind of chilly. I might go put on my pullover. The young eagle. It wasn't supposed to rain today, but that looks like rain. The boys are coming up from that direction, and they should be in sight any minute now. I haven't seen shit today but eagles. Just lots of glassing. Kid up on the rock I was sitting on earlier. Randall's going up on that ridge. And I'm gonna go back into that canyon system. I'm also gonna be grabbing water, because I topped them off on water almost. But I only got about 15 ounces left. But that canyon system's the only one with water, so hopefully I have a good 4 or 5 hour evening sit and somebody crushes something. I think that'll about do it for tonight. We got about 45 minutes of light left. I'm gonna get a shitload of water from that stream, and I think it'll take me 30 minutes to get back to camp. And but I think that'll about do it for today. Today is Wednesday. Yeah. It's like 9 in the morning. Debating on if I just need to start maybe putting in miles, or if I just need to hold what I got, because I can glass like 7 different canyon sides from here, and I can just cover so much terrain from like this, like these 2 areas. I don't know if it's time to change it up or just hold what we got, because we're due. Obviously that's not how that works, but you know what I mean. I don't know why in my head, so it's like 200, 300 yards, 400, 600. In my head, I just keep thinking I'm just going to see one moseying through there, and I'll just dump him. Obviously that's not how that works. I can hope though. Also, I smell pretty freaking bad at this point. I can't wait for a shower. I've been sitting up on this rock glassing all day. We got about an hour to an hour and a half left. We're gonna just go ahead and check in. We were originally gonna hunt all of Friday and then leave out Saturday morning, but because New Mexico kills so many bears, unless you get a hold of the game warden, you have to check it during business hours. And so we don't want to add 2.5 hours onto our trip on Saturday to check it Saturday. So we're gonna have to go during business hours on Friday. So what we're thinking about doing is just on the way headed back east, swinging by the check station at their Fish and Game office and checking it, and then just kind of making a day of it, and maybe do a little touristy sightseeing and whatever. I don't know. But then again, if one of us shoots one in the next hour or tomorrow, then they could take theirs and Junior's down to the check station tomorrow evening or whatever, and then the other guy could hunt till Friday, which would then put us in the same predicament. I don't know. We'll figure it out. But got about 2 days left. 1 to 2 days left. Oh, so you can check them on Saturday or Sunday with the game warden, but you got to be where the game warden's at, or like go meet them or them meet you. And she said she was going to be in like Ruidoso, which is way the heck opposite way we want to go home. So I don't know, we'll figure it out. So that rock's 1,000 yards from camp. We're gonna shoot it tonight before we leave out. But I think I'm just gonna sit up here all day and see if something doesn't step out. It's like 10 in the morning. This is the bowl that I can see in glass from camp. So this thing's hidden by this big ass rock formation behind me. Just got a text message from the boys. They said they couldn't make it to the glassing knob that they wanted to, but they found two separate pretty big mule deer sheds that are not a pair. So that's pretty cool. Well, they're headed back to camp and they're running low on water, and I've got the water source over here, so I guess I'm gonna kind of hump my way out of here, get them some water, meet them at camp. We found a nice rock at about 1,000 yards. I think we're gonna do some shooting just so we can all say we shot 1,000 yards, and then pool camp, and then head back to the truck. And I think that's about it. Thanks for watching. All right. The rock in the center of the screen is 1,000 yards. Let's see if we can't. There. 31 minutes of angle dialed up. You ready, Randy?
Yeah. All right.
All right, you ready?
Yep. Dead center.
Hell yeah. No, I said that. I'm not. All right. Alrighty. All right, you ready?
Yeah.